Welcome to Half-Armenian Cooking. I'm Michael Mikulka, and on this show we explore a variety of the most popular Armenian fusion dishes from around the world. You'll discover authentic multicultural cuisines, vibrant exotic flavors, traditional foods that definitely exist. Come join me and see what we're cooking today. Barzez, inch pesek, vosh! Today I'm making Havun Au Vin, a French-Armenian chicken stew. We'll start by mincing 5 cloves of garlic and slicing half of a large onion. Next up, we're combining 3 tablespoons of butter with 3 tablespoons of flour. There's a fancy French term for this, but it's just butter and flour, so I'm calling it butter and flour. Wow, look at that butter and flour! Next, we're frying up 4 thick strips of bacon. We'll be using the fat to sear the chicken, and we'll be adding the crispy bacon back to the dish at the very end. We'll be using chicken drumsticks and chicken thighs. First, season the drumsticks with salt and Aleppo pepper. Flip them over and season the other side. Put them in a hot pan and sear them, turning every minute or so. Transfer them to a sheet pan and repeat that same process with the chicken thighs. I ended up liking the thighs much better than the drumsticks, so maybe just sear a whole lot of chicken thighs instead. Transfer them to the sheet pan as well. Add the garlic and onions and sauté them. I'm particularly fond of culinary traditions that season their food, but this is European cuisine, so one of the primary flavor components of this dish will be the meat residue that we're currently incorporating into our sauce. Add some tomato paste and mix it all up, then add in some beef stock. It might seem weird to add beef stock to a chicken stew, but France has a vibrant culinary tradition, and it's good to give something new a try from time to time. We'll also add some red wine and a heavy dose of pomegranate molasses. Add a splash or two of Armenian cognac, then give it a good stir and let it reduce for a few minutes. Once it has thickened up a bit, we'll add the chicken pieces back in, and we'll top it with several sprigs of thyme. Cover the pot, turn the heat to low, and simmer the chicken for half an hour. After half an hour, remove the chicken and the thyme sprigs so that we can fully reduce the sauce. At this point, add the butter and flour mixture and give it a good stir. Once it's reduced a bit, add the chicken back in again. Serve it on a bed of rice pilaf, top it with the crumbled bacon, and voila! Havun Au Vin. But is it any good? Yeah, that's good. You can taste the pomegranate. That is good. Maybe a little messy to eat with no napkins or table. But we gotta stick to the format. I could use maybe a little bit more spice, a little more heat. But that's not really a hallmark of traditional French-Armenian fusion cooking. So even though European food can be fairly rudimentary and under-seasoned, the pomegranate molasses really adds some depth and hominess to this dish. It's always fun to experience exotic cultures, and exploring French cuisine today has been an adventure that has left me understanding more about the world.